Hello everyone and welcome to this week's healing session. Today we're gonna do a energy session. I checked with my tarot card what is it this week that you need to shift a little bit, and I got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So I'm gonna be doing a little bit of an energy session on bring you back to what it is, the energy basically that needs to be executed this week. So with the following intentions, you're gonna see what it is that you are currently struggling a little bit, and we're just gonna tweak that in your energy field today. Before we get into the session, real quick, it is September. Happy birthday to anyone that is born during fall time. I'm a fall baby myself, even though it's not my favorite season, but you know, I'm trying my best to honor it every year a little bit more and more. But with that said, also the special seasonal inspired Reiki sessions are back with the fall theme. I chose two different ones, one more fall themed and the other one a little bit more Halloween inspired, a little bit, well, not that much spooky vibes, but you know, Halloween is also all about transformation in general, because death, rebirth and all that. And then the package deal, though there is something a little bit more exciting this time, because I decided to add to the one-on-one sessions products. So you kind of like book the Reiki session but also get a product, and by that, doing it in this format, I can discount it quite a lot. And I have everything linked in the pinned comment. You can book throughout the whole month. There's 15 spots in total, 5 in each category, and I'm so excited to work with you guys. I think the intentions that I chose and tuned into your guys' energy field are gonna be very, very beneficial for you guys, and I'm just so excited for it. So I'm happy to see anyone join. Let's get into the session. A little bit of some smoke cleansing first, and I finally managed to get a candle. It is wild berry flavored, or scented more likely, not flavored. I wish I could eat it, but it smells so good. No cinnamon candle, because I like the scent of cinnamon, but not constantly. Can get nauseating after a while, so the Queen of Pentacles in reverse is all about coming back to yourself, getting back into center, nurturing yourself before you start to give to others, filling your own cup. Think about any time since the last week, or maybe even all in August, where you put others a little bit too much before yourself. Maybe you had to because you're a parent, and then you have to look a little bit more after your children than yourself. Or maybe you still struggle with some people pleasing. But what annoyed you during that time? What did you notice that you were doing but still kept doing, and you just couldn't see yourself freeing from it? What is it that you knew, this isn't right, this behavior should not continue, or it's damaging me or doing me not good, but gosh, I'm so used to this programming, I just can't seem to let it go? Allow yourself with some deep breaths during the smoke cleansing to just release it with the smoke, basically. This intention is supported by a rhodonite. and it's gonna help you to take time and schedule in time to nurture yourself. Even if it's just 5 minutes, it's still 5 minutes that you take time to come back to yourself. And whatever like nurturing yourself looks like for you, for some people it's just literally sitting down, drinking a cup of tea or coffee, and just like literally breathing through the stress. For other people it could be a nice self-care bath. For others it could be taking a walk, connecting with nature. So whatever it is that you notice that you can fit into your schedule, try doing that. Because you cannot give to others if you're basically empty. The energy of the rhodonite is very, very gentle and very soothing. This is the energy that should inspire you to treat yourself like that during these difficult times. And fall season is gonna force you into it anyways, because everything just seems to slow down, and sometimes you can get caught up still in the after shadow energy of summer, where you feel like you have to be so highly productive, otherwise you might feel guilty. But now it's time to just take a deep breath and just slow down. One way I've been liking to remind myself this time is having some relaxing music in the background. One content creator on YouTube that I can recommend with the best playlists out there, and always also themed, is Ophelia Wild or Wilde. I don't know how her last name would be pronounced, but she makes such beautiful piano playlists, and she also has some of her own compositions, which I love. We don't get a lot of new music around here with piano pieces and all that, and I love seeing all these new musicians come up on either on my YouTube or even on my TikTok For You page, and I gotta show some love to the new musicians, right? The classicals like Mozart and Beethoven are great, but what about the artists? What about the artists in our generation, right? So put on like a playlist like that in the background, while maybe your background while you're getting ready, cooking, even cleaning, whatever it is. It will force you to just romanticize life and just slow down a little bit. With a aventurine point, we're gonna help you upgrade your health by making healthier choices, but also your nutrition. And here I want to focus on your stomach area and your digestion. So when those are healthy, you automatically tend to crave more fruit, more veggie, more healthy meals, everything homemade. Processed food all of a sudden starts to taste like very, very bad. So in a way, I'm kind of like writing a cheat code a little bit into your tummy area. A good rule of thumb, if you struggle where to start, was what I started doing and still do, and it's the easiest way to keep track of, is my rule of thumb is fresh veggies and fresh fruit every single day. if it's possible, fresh. If not, then get some from the frozen aisle, but still, like, push yourself to eat veggies and fruit every single day. And with that already, you have a very good basis. Second of all, Pinterest is full of recipes to try out, and it's fun. That could be something in your fall bucket list that you can do to romanticize it a little bit. It is soup season coming up anyways. There's so many soup recipes that I actually have saved up, but so far last year I only did one, so that's my goal. But you know, there are so many tools what you can do. You just have to think outside of the box a little bit, or just Google, go on like a little bit of a research rabbit hole, go on TikTok, YouTube, Pinterest. Today's day and age where literally everything is accessible within your hands, there's no excuses basically. I'm gonna write the physical healing symbol on your stomach area now. Pressing that deeper in. So now if you have any health issues, digestion and stomach wise, we're gonna remove that. And to heal even more properly, your stomach, or like your body basically here, is gonna ask for specific foods. And sometimes if you listen closely enough, your body is gonna let you know what it needs. You don't even have to necessarily go to a doctor or dietitian unless you really like have some issues. Then I always recommend go to a specialist, but sometimes your body lets you know exactly what it is that you need. Especially my women out there, I need you to look up which cycle you are, and therefore eat accordingly to the cycle week that you find yourself in, because those are the foods that are gonna give you the most nutrition that you need. Because during every different cycle that you're going through, may it be the menstrual phase, the luteal phase, the ovulation phase, or the follicular phase, your body needs certain different nutritions. And if you know in which cycle you are, I recommend the app Stardust. I like that one the best. It's women owned, and they literally have a breakdown of what is going on, which can be helpful in my opinion. And then you eat according to what it is that you need, and you notice the difference right away. The Lipedia light here, it's gonna help with your work and life balance. So no heavy extreme focus and hyperfixation on one or the other. You want to create that balance, and most of you are probably going to tend to just focus on your work and not much on your personal life. Or then there are the other extremes where they don't care about work and only their life. So we're just going to soften that energy and create like that balance. brushing through your chakras a little bit, making sure the energy is not stuck there, so that you feel very aligned and balanced out within yourself. Then it's easy to make the priorities of having an outside balance in your life as well. The next crystal is a snow quartz. My favorite intention here, basically for you to stop overgiving, and I want to focus here on your solar plexus. This is what we're feeling called to, where you feel like you need to give too much of yourself in order to be accepted or loved or even appreciated. This snow quartz is a very strong crystal, even though it's soft at the same time. So I want to implement that energy of you being soft but also strong enough to protect yourself from being taken advantage of. Just going to be pulling that energy a little bit apart. Expanding that energy out outside of you, where it is kind of like a shield around you, but a very like soft and cloudy, yeah, cloudy in a way, shield where it does not feel like too strong, where you feel like you repel other people, but definitely they notice that energy of, I have to pace myself with this person. I should not ask too much of them, even though they offer it. I have to also be responsible of a boundary. I'm gonna do some grounding now with this black obsidian. If you hear very strong, I'm so sorry, it's the wind. Can't really edit it out, and it is the season now where it's gonna get windy quite a lot, so I'll see how I'll work around that. Dragging it down through the body now as well. The rest of the session I'm gonna put the crystal between your feet, so it just continues doing the job while we work through the last intention. We have a carnelian to close out the session, and here we're gonna be negotiating your commitment. Now here I thought of the intention, or basically what we're going to implement into your energy is that you let people know that they should not take you for granted, especially if you're the only committed one in the relationship. They need to know that they either step up their game or you're gonna be gone, because you only deserve the best of the best. And if you're giving your everything, your heart and your soul and your energy into the relationship, maybe romantically or platonically, it does not matter here at all, but you can't always be the one that does everything and just gives everything and just loves fully and committed. Meanwhile, they all just soak up that energy of you. But what about reciprocating it? It does not really come to their minds. Then are they truly worth it of your company? And sometimes it's difficult for us to stand up for ourselves, I guess. We know what, like, the dynamic is not good, but we're scared of losing it completely, so we'd rather compromise instead of tell them, like, this is what I deserve, this is what I want. If you cannot give it to me, then there's no point, right? So I'm just gonna give you here a little bit of a boost of confidence, the energy of speaking up. And I'm just seeing right now that my microphone is about to die, so if the audio changes, I'm so sorry. I did charge it though, so okay, no. Like, it was this microphone that just gave up on me. This one I didn't load. This one I just checked it was this microphone. I forgot to charge that one. I charged the main one, but not the individual one. So I'm so sorry for the audio change. I hope the microphone of the camera picks up me low-key whispering or speaking very softly. But yeah, I actually want to work here on your outer layer real quick of boosting your confidence. And away with my hand motion, I just kind of like want to bring it forward to the surface. You do have a strong and confident side to yourself where you can stand up. It's just so rarely used that it's kind of like very dormant in your energy, and it's not used to being used basically. So it's just there slumbering like a sleepy kitten right now, but it could be a full-on lion energy, a very protective energy. So I'm just gonna flop around you with like little circle motions, in a way locking it in that way without the snapping, because I know some of you probably don't really like it. So I'm giving you the option here of having that lock in, like a little bit more of a softer energy. air of love to finish this session. And I hope you enjoyed it and that you feel ready to just go back to yourself and nurture yourself and show yourself the love that you need right now. I will see you guys in the next session. Let me know what you thought about these tarot inspired sessions and which card you look forward to seeing the next time. Goodbye everyone.